Hello and welcome back to a Chip Off the Old Block Toys. I'm Jeff. Today we are continuing to build the Goonies set. This one was released last month, and it is set number 21363, 2,912 pieces, and I think it was 13 minifigures. Don't quote me on that though. And today we're going to start with bag number 5 because we've already done bags 1 through 4. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's a whole lot here, but these bags had a lot of pieces in them, and there are so many little things going on here. We kind of did a mini review yesterday, so I'm not going to do that again today. I'm just going to start with bag number 5 and keep going. Hello, Mayo. How you doing? And how is your day going? My day is going pretty well. I have actually had a pretty good evening yesterday. Well, it wasn't all good, but, you know, not all life is good. One of the things I want to do today is I want to go on to Lego's website, and I want to talk about some of the sets that Lego has dropped, or I want to say is going to drop soon. And I have filtered the results by what's coming out soon. So we'll go over that. There's a few sets that I do want very much, and there's a few that I just don't care about, but we'll discuss all that once we get there. And I hope each one of you is having a great day. And if you're not, make it a great day. I have had, the last 24 hours has been, well, actually, ever since Thanksgiving, things have been kind of weird. You know, my really good friend, childhood friend, Brian, his dad died. And so his dad was always like a second father to me, and his mom was like a second mom to me. The mom's still around, but the dad's passed. And I feel for him quite a bit because that's quite a loss. My neighbor next door let me know that I kind of thought something was wrong because one of the vehicles has been gone for most of the time. And my neighbor texted me yesterday asking or telling me not to worry about the trash cans. And I told her, I said, wait a minute, what's going on? Because I know there's something wrong. They always pick up my trash cans, and I always bring them back. And she basically told me that her husband had a terrible accident. He was riding a horse, and the horse bucked him off. Keep in mind that that is bad for anybody, but for a 75-year-old man, that's even worse. And the horse, when it bucked him, it created 6 fractures of 6 ribs. And what do they call that? Displaced fractures, where the rib separates and is free. Well, it's not completely free, but one side of it is broken off, and he requires surgery to put it back together. And unfortunately, one of the ribs that dislocated punctured a lung, so he's got a collapsed lung. For a 75-year-old man, this is not good. It wouldn't be good for anybody, but especially a 75-year-old man. So Spencer and I went over there last night, picked up the trash can. We took it to the curb. It's sitting at the curb right now for him, for it to be picked up. And I offered to take care of their animals, but she said that she was able to get somebody else to do it. So I'm grateful that we've got great neighbors that will step up and help them during this time. He's at the same hospital, ironically, that I had both two of my neck surgeries or spine surgeries done at. It is a very good hospital. If any hospital can handle it, it's going to be that one. So, yeah, I agree. And Emmanuel says it's 4:34 a.m., but my day spanning yesterday isn't over. I could crash any minute. Yeah, 4:34 a.m. That is a really, really late, or early, however you want to look at it. There's reasons why I don't like riding animals. That's tragic. Yeah. I honestly hope he can pull through, and I really hope he recovers. He's a really good person. I'd hate to see this, be, it for him. Anyway, I'm friends with his son. His son's a huge Lego fan, or her son, because So this is for both of them. This is their second marriage. For the man, his wife died of cancer. For her, it's a divorce, but nonetheless, it is their second marriage for both of them. And you would not know it because the way they treat each other, and they're good for each other. But the way they act and stuff, and the way they go back and forth, it seems like they've been married for way longer than they have been. And I think it's cute, and I very much enjoy seeing how they're doing. And I did something wrong here. So let me see. Oh, I did. Shoot. Okay, well, this is easy enough to fix. So yeah, they're just an older couple. They're retired, and yeah. So her son, it's her son because they don't have any kids together. So yeah, her son's really into Lego, and every time they stop by here to see them, they usually stop over here, and I love it because he's got some good ideas, and he's looked at my Lego in the past city, and he's like, hey, I love it. Have you ever thought about adding this here? And I take his ideas into consideration, and I have added some of them. So yeah, it's been pretty good. Oh shoot. Oh, there we go. Thought I messed something up, but I did not. Yelling like an old couple, kind of. It's how they go back and forth and kind of bicker and pick on each other. And I've never actually heard them full scale yell at each other. It's just been kind of back and forth to the point where you think an argument's going to start, but it doesn't. Anyway, they're good people, and they've been there for me several times. In fact, you guys might remember in April, I had that thing with my throat where I just woke up with, what did they call? I forgot what they called those. Those things that were in my throat that I couldn't swallow. I couldn't drink. I lost 10 pounds in 4 days, and it was horrible. Yeah, I went in to see the doctor that day, and they're like, you're getting surgery today. And I was like, oh, really? I am. Okay, cool. But he was the one that drove me to the hospital. It was an hour away. They've been there for me. And then they took care of my animals while I was in the hospital. So, again, just really good people. The kind of people that you really want as neighbors. So, and it looks like that now that I've started my live stream, it's time for all the animals to make their way up here and to be a nuisance. They're all here, and Max is right here. Tux is over there. You might have just heard him cry. Yep, there he goes. All right, anyway, we've got this little cannonball here. I've been feeling strange, so I need to catch up on your previous 2 videos later. Awesome. I appreciate that. And also, I was editing before I started this video or this live stream. I started editing my city video, which will be released at midnight tonight, my time. Hi, Tux. Yes, Raspy. That's what we call him. We call him Raspy because his voice is raspy. He's actually a really good cat. And this guy is the whole reason that I loved the Lego Tux cat, the Tuxedo cat. Because that's exactly what he is. And he is super friendly, super chill. I love his little white paws. Look at that. Oh, isn't that cute? And look at that mustache. He's sporting a white mustache. Hi. Anyway, I'm going to put him down. Yeah, so that the accident happened, and then let's see. I worked on the city yesterday, editing the video. Oh, yes, I talked about brand new sets that Lego has dropped or announced. And we're going to go over the ones that are on the website only, not any of them that have been rumored. I don't like getting into Lego rumors too much, mainly because you don't know if they're true, and I don't want to speculate on something or waste my time on something that's not to be. I only want to focus on things that are going to be. Buddy, I'm busy. Yes. I don't know what it is with my live streaming. Y'all leave me alone when I'm not live streaming, but the minute I live stream, every single one of you want attention. All right. Let's share my screen over here. And let's start talking about what is available here. All right. All right. So what do we have here? The first one we have is Paris, the City of Love. Now, this one here, they've done plenty of architectural things like this. They've actually done a little, what do they call it? This Paris skyline with a miniature 4-sided instead of 2-sided Eiffel Tower. And they've already done that in the past. It looks like they're doing it slightly different this time. And that's part of the reason I'm not going to buy it, is that it's not that I don't think this is a good set. It's because I honestly do feel like Lego has been just kind of recycling ideas lately. And it feels like a money grab to me. And I'm not interested in a money grab. Now, had I not bought the original Paris skyline, I would probably buy this. But I don't need two sets that are similar, especially when cash is tight at the moment. So that is a hard pass for me. But if you don't already have a Paris skyline and you're into that kind of thing, I would recommend this set. So next is the Stranger Things, the Creel House. Now this one, I don't like the price tag of $300. I don't see $300 worth of stuff here. It's a very, very basic set, and I don't know this for sure, but looking at it, and it says it's 2,593 pieces. I'm going to speculate because, well, speculating usually is correct in this case. I'm going to speculate that there's some piece inflation going on here, because I don't see 2,593 pieces. I really don't. So I really believe that they have done piece inflation here. I really want this set, though, despite the fact I don't see $300 worth of stuff. I see maybe $150. I'm probably still going to buy this one because I have the original upside down house, or whatever they call that. And so once I start a theme, I like to round it out and finish it. So I probably will get this one just for the fact that I have the first one. And, well, it's part of the story, and I do like the story on Netflix. It is a great story. I find it very interesting, very odd, but not a bad story at all. So I could see myself buying this one, despite the fact that I don't really think it's that great when it comes to the price tag. And Richard Beard Bricks, how you doing? Oh boy, my allergies are acting up. All right, we will get to the next set here very quickly here. I'm just going to put a couple pieces on. There we go. Let's get to the next set that Lego is releasing. Okay. And then we got a Formula One car they're doing. I already have all the other Formula One cars. So this is probably one that I'm going to do as well. Because again, if I start a series or something, I really like to finish it out. And so, you know, it's a different Formula One racer. Just looking at it, it looks very similar to how the other ones are built, just different markings on it. But I don't see anything wrong with collecting it, especially in my city. Much later on, I'm planning on doing a Formula One type racetrack. So the more cars, the merrier, because you don't have to have them all on the track. You can make a pit stop or a garage section and, you know, basically tell the story that some people's cars were out of commission for the race, but you can still have them in the garage. So you don't have to have a huge track. So, yeah, there's things you can do to kind of play that off, and I plan on it. So Another Formula One car to throw in the mix sounds good to me. I'm in at $27.99. Yes, it's $1 more because they're usually at $26.99. That's not a terrible increase, so I'll go with that. The Fortune Firecracker doesn't suit my fancy. Sorry, that's not one I'm going to get. But hey, if you're into it, that's awesome. The Space Exploration Telescope. Now, that one is the opposite of what I said about the Stranger Things. It's $34.99. And at initial glance, I would say it looks like there's more than $34.99 there. You got a little solar system thing. It doesn't look like it's functional like the other Technic one they came out with. God, I don't remember when that was. It wasn't that long ago. Maybe a year ago. But it does come with a telescope as well to go with it. So I actually think that's pretty cool. I might get that one. The Ninja Dragon, and I cannot pronounce that name, Battle. And that looks all right. And if you're in that sort of thing, hey, jump on the bandwagon and get it, man. I don't think it looks bad at all. I actually think it looks pretty good. And it's a little pricey for 347 pieces at $44.99. But, you know, that's how kind of Lego goes. Next, we have the Ninja Character Display 15-year anniversary. I want to say piece inflation there because look how small that is. And they're saying 447 pieces. I just don't see it, guys. I don't see 447 pieces. And so I'm going to guess there's some piece inflation going on. And there is nothing more that I dislike than piece inflation. I do not like when Lego does it. I think it's a cheap trick. And honestly, I wish they would stop doing piece inflation. So anyway, then we have the Dragon of a Life. Again, they say 1,050 pieces. I almost want to call BS on that because I don't feel like there really is that much there. I don't know how they fit that many pieces in that little thing because that dragon doesn't look like I'll blow it up. I just don't see. Yeah, look at that. I don't see 1,000. How do you see 1,050 pieces in this? There's got to be piece inflation going on. Sorry, just don't see it. Oh boy, how is that supposed to go on there? What? Oh shoot. Well, I put this on backwards. Oh shoot. Tried to take it off and I lost the whole entire thing. Let me put that back together. We'll scroll back down and sets here. And then we have the Fortune Master. I mean, yeah, the opposite's going on there. You've got 386 pieces for $29.99, but I don't know. I'm not into that theme, so I cannot see myself buying that. I don't think it's a bad set. It's just not a theme I'm into. So next we have Leanne Family House. That's a Friends set. Sometimes I do buy Friends for the colors. Now I do like this peach color here. And I do like these, it looks like coral color masonry bricks. I don't think I've seen that color before. So just for that, I might get it, or I might wait until the Pick a Brick Wall has it, or something else of that nature. And all right, let's we did get a bag done, so let me slide that over. Mayo saying that he purchased 3 of the F1 cars and other stuff to get them. Oh, okay. All right. No, nothing wrong with that. I also got the gifts with purchases. Those are awesome. Next, we have the Silver Car versus Knuckles Monster Car. This is Sonic the Hedgehog. Again, it's not bad. If you're in that sort of thing, hey, more power to you. Get it. However, I'm not collecting any of the Sonic the Hedgehogs. I only have one Sonic the Hedgehog, and that was from a bulk buy that I got. And it's a smaller set, maybe 100 pieces to it. I don't remember which one because, like I said, I'm not into it. And same with the other one, the Sonic Speedster Lightning. It's not that I think it's a bad set. I'm just not into it. And for $10 for 126 pieces, that's less than your 10 your 10 cents per piece, and it's a licensed set. So I am kind of impressed with that just to begin with, but it's just not a theme I'm into. So I do not think I'll be putting any money into that. But if you're in that sort of thing, hey, knock yourself out. And next we've got creative vehicles, obviously for kids. I don't typically buy those kind of sets, so that's a hard pass for me. The Enchanted Flying Ford I cannot pronounce that. Now that one there, again, I don't think it's a bad set, but it's not one I'm going to buy. And for the simple fact that I already have 2 versions of that came with other Harry Potter sets. Now, if I had not purchased those sets and I didn't have the family car, then I could see myself investing in that. But because I already have it, I don't see a need to get it. And by the way, I would like to hear your thoughts in the comments, what you think. Because just because I don't like something doesn't mean that you can't like something. And I'd like to know what your guys' plans are. Is it a hard pass for you? Is it a must buy? Is it on your top 10? Or is it not even on your top 100? Let me know. Next, we got the Bugatti Chiron Pour Sport Hypercar. Tactic's hard to gauge the price, the piece count, price per piece, because you've got so many of those pins, and every one of those pins counted as a piece. So there's 771 pieces at $64.99. That is less than 10 cents per piece. But like I said, when you've got all those pins in there, Technic pins and stuff, it's really hard to gauge. And to me, it doesn't look like there's a whole lot there. So that's not one that I would buy. I do like the bigger, the cars like this, the Technic cars, but I just don't see it in this case. So hard pass for me. The Monster Jam Sparkle Smash Pullback. Nope. However, the next one, the Bugatti Vision GT Hyper Sports Car for $27.99. That's another Speed Champions. Of course, I am going to get that one. That right there looks like a great buy. I always love buying those kind of cars because when you put them in your city, it allows your minifigures to ride around in style. So, yeah, I'm definitely looking at getting that one there. And the next one, the Monster Jam Gravedigger. They've already done a Gravedigger, and I have it. And it was green and black. So anyway, I do not want this one. Just for the simple fact, like I said, they have already done one like it. And when money's scarce, I'm not buying something that I pretty much already have. Next, we have another Ninjago Jay's transforming car. Does it show what it transforms into, or is it just, let's see. It sort of does. Oh, so does that just mean, okay, yeah, just the front changes. $54.99 for 387 pieces. For a non-licensed set, nope. Sorry, guys. And I'm not, I hope you guys don't think I'm just being, negative towards Lego altogether. It's just, I think as more time goes on and Lego is starting to charge more and more for their sets, but giving us less, it just doesn't appeal to me like it used to. And I'm really upset. I've heard that this, and this is just rumor, and like I said, I don't really like talking about rumor, but I've heard that they announced a Lord of the Rings set that is going to be like $1,200. And that right there, I'm sorry, that's way over the top. Lego lost me on that. And hey, Ken, how's it going? Afternoon, Jeff. I'm sitting here watching your amazing Lego live stream while waiting to clock in at 1:45. I'm working till 10:30 tonight, and this week having the weekend off. Dude, I hope you enjoy your weekend. I really do. Yeah. Weekends, working for the weekend. Yeah, that's definitely, I understand that. Man, Tux, be quiet. I'm throwing you out. I'm seriously about ready to throw that cat out. I'm tired of cats crying at me all day long. I always do. Awesome. Yeah. Yeah, I've got a lot going on myself. This weekend, unfortunately, will not be that fun for me. My friend Brian, that I told you about, that I've known since a kid, his father passed away last Saturday. And, well, they're having the funeral on Saturday. So that's what I'm going to be on Saturday, at a funeral of a lifelong friend. So I do not look forward to that occasion. I don't. Yeah, I don't. I wished I wasn't going to a funeral. But, you know, things happen in life we can't control. And I definitely want to be there for my friend and to support him during this rough time. So regardless of how I feel, I'm going to be there. And, you know, all right. Next, we have the Ferrari SF90. I am so glad they did not do the F40 again. Oh my gosh. We have like 10 different versions of that. I'm probably exaggerating how many, but this next car, the Ferrari SF90 straddle sports car for $27.99. That is definitely one I want to get. Speed Champions all the way. And I do not see... am I smoking something? Because I don't see it. Okay, yeah, I don't see the piece that I need. Huh. I really don't. And I hate saying that Lego didn't give it to me. Oh, there it is. All right, cool. I'm glad I didn't say that. Okay. All right, so we put up this little railing here. The next set that I'd like to go over is this Porsche 911 GT3 Rexy AO racing car. This is a true Technic one. And it's really weird because the last Technic, it had the price point was less than 10 cents per piece. This one is more than 10 cents a piece. And it probably has just as many Technic pins and all that in it. So I do not understand Lego's pricing at all. Because you also have the 4+ sets that are always way expensive for the piece count. And there's not that much there. So I do not understand or claim to understand Lego's pricing scheme. I don't know if I'll call it scheme or matrix or whatever you want to call it. There's just not much to it. So I don't know about that. The McLaren looks pretty basic, but again, it's a Speed Champions, and I love the Speed Champions. So probably going to get this one here. And then here we have a police prisoner van, and I'm sorry, that looks like a 4+ set. I'm not impressed, and I don't think it is. No, it's not. It's not. But it's so basic. The only thing good about this is the motorcycle, so that's a hard pass. I'm not getting it. I'm running on fumes. Okay, well, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Next, we have the yellow taxi cab, and you guys know that I did the Daily Bugle where I bought 10 of them. Or actually, I have 11 of them total because I have the original that I did not modify. So I have 11 taxi cabs from that. Plus, there was a gift with purchase that also had a taxi cab. So I've got quite a few taxi cabs. And for that reason alone, I will not be buying this. I do not think it's a bad set, though. But I kind of feel like Lego is recycling old ideas here. So I won't be buying it, but I don't think it's bad. And then you look at this right here, the Rides police truck with the monster wheels and the little baby little guy there. Can I just say, I don't think that's a really good idea, Lego. I think that's actually pretty lame. And people are gonna buy it just because, oh, look at that cute little baby. And it's like, the baby's not worth the $10. But anyway, I digress. The Hot Rod, 81 pieces. I know it's supposed to look cool, but honestly, it does not. And I'm not buying it. And the horse trailer and baby fowl trailer, it's friends. I don't care. The EV sports car, hard pass. Jet versus car, hard pass. The Rides fire truck, same thing. They're using a little baby to try to sell it. And you know, a lot of guys, girls are going to be like, oh, that's so cute. You need to get that one. And so people are going to buy it. I hate to say it, guys, but I think that's just the way it is. So I will not be getting that one at all. In fact, if I see any more of those, you just know automatically that I'm not getting it. All right, we have some brickheads from Stranger Things. Now, Mrs. Chip, she will be into that and all over it. She loves them brickheads. And so I think that that one's going to be a definite buy in my household. And for 4 figures for $10 each, that's about the right price. This is one of them Duplos. I don't do Duplos. I don't do Duplo. I don't do Duplo. The Cornish Pixie, no. Hadgrid and Privet Drive Escape. For $20, you get a total of 4 characters. I think that's okay for $20. And I've collected a lot of the Harry Potter, so I could definitely see myself going with that one there. So, yeah, I can see that all together. And we're going to go on to another bag. Ooh, I just broke something. Okay, well, next on the build, we have the older brother. I think his name was Brad in the movie. Oh, that was kind of difficult. All right, and then the next set that we've got here is another Duplo with the crane one. I don't do Duplo, so I don't see myself buying this one at all. And here is the brother Brad from the movie Goonies. There you go. And then you got this kitty, the Aristocrats, adorable Marie. I mean, I like the cartoon, and I read the book as a kid, had the book as a kid. But I'm not seeing myself buy this one. The Minnie Belle and Tiana Castle, no. Sorry. Again, hard pass. No interest. Sorry, Lego, you failed. Another Duplo, nope. The Luna Lovegood House, well, from Harry Potter, I actually think that looks pretty cool, but I don't really like the licensed sets anymore because a lot of times you pay that premium just because it's licensed. And I'm sorry, there's no need, in my opinion, to pay extra. You know, to be honest with you, that $1,000 Death Star or Death Pancake, as they're calling it, it broke me. I just licensed sets. Pretty much, I'm very limited on what I'm going to buy when it comes to license. Not interested. Yeah. And because it's over 10 cents per piece, they probably did piece inflation, and it's still that price. So, hard pass. Okay. kind of brick heads, but I don't collect these and I don't collect those. The Easter egg basket, okay, that's all right. I've got a lot of other Easter type sets, so can I see myself getting this? Yes, I can. So yeah, you know, you probably think it's kind of weird what I'm saying I'll buy and what I'm saying I won't buy, but I'm just giving you my honest opinions as I have them. The 3-in-1 Modern Family House with figures, that's a Duplo, mostly not interested. So is this one. We have the Hogwarts Castle Hospital Wing for $99.99 for 907 pieces. That makes it a little more expensive than 10 cents per piece. They did a hospital wing already. Well, they did a hospital set already a couple years back. So I'm not really sure I want to invest in another Harry Potter set that they already have. It's kind of becoming like the Knight's Bus when it comes to Harry Potter. You know, it's not like they're making new movies of Harry Potter. And so I don't know, kind of seems like they're just recycling old ideas and trying to pass them as new ideas. Kind of like what they do with the yearly X-Wing and TIE Fighter, or the dang near yearly Millennium Falcon. They just have so many versions of it, and I don't want to buy recycled sets. And here we've got the key to One Eye Willie going on here. Okay, we have Elsa's Ice Castle and Snow Ride Adventure. So this one here, it's not Duplo, it is regular. There's not a lot here, 216 pieces for $50. So that's over 20 cents per piece. Sorry, that's a hard pass. I just can't do 20 cents a piece. And I am not about ready to send Lego the impression that putting out crap and charging a lot for crap is worth it. You guys, you know, I don't know. I'm not saying you guys in particular, but in general, people didn't listen and people bought the Death Star, the Death Pancake. And look what happened. I called it, you know. If we buy that set, I knew that Lego was going to make their sets more expensive, put out crap, and expect us to buy it and be like, what a wonderful set. And look what they did. You know, $1,000 Death Pancake. And as soon as that's over, and it's not even over, it's only been out for a short amount of time, they now have announced the large Lord of the Rings set is supposed to be like $1,200. So I'm sorry, I don't see the value, and it's getting to be super ridiculous. And I really wish that nobody would have bought the Death Pancake, because if that would have happened, if nobody would have bought it, then Lego would have taken a loss and said, wait a minute, we can't do this. And as long as we keep buying the crappy sets that are expensive, Lego's just going to get the signal that, hey, we can get away with anything. Let's do it. So think before you buy, please. And I really mean that. All right, we got Bugs Bunny, 605 pieces at $39.99. And again, this is where I don't understand Lego's pricing, because a licensed set, so you know they had to pay a little bit more. It has 605 pieces. Doesn't look like piece inflation going on there. I'm looking at the ears, and they could have done two 2x2 tiles there, the pink, instead of the 2x4. So I don't see piece inflation going on there, and a little bumblebee and stuff. So I mean, I don't see that, but yet it's less than 10 cents per piece. So I don't understand their pricing at all. If you guys do, please try to explain it to me, because I'm having trouble understanding why they charge what they charge when they charge it. So we have that one. And that one, I do like Bugs Bunny coming out of the hole. Yes, that's reminiscent of being a child and watching these sort of things. So I don't know. If I have $40, I'll probably get it. Oh boy. Did I put the wrong color in there? I did. Holy shoot. Let me fix that. Yeah, sometimes I make a mistake. Okay, next we have Olaf. Again, Olaf is... This is what I don't understand about their pricing. Hear me out here. You've got Bugs Bunny, 605 pieces. Also a licensed set for $39.99. Right, the next one is Olaf. And he's only got 478 pieces, but he's $10 more. So 100-something less pieces, but $10 more. Is Disney really pricing these things this high? And if they are, maybe Lego should go to them and say, I'm sorry, but if you can't come down on price, we're not going to do this set. Or is Lego just so salivating that Disney said okay, that they're willing to do whatever and not care? I don't know. I don't know what the case is. But I'm sorry. If I had to choose between the Bugs Bunny and the Olaf, I'm going for Bugs Bunny. I feel like you're getting more for your money on that one there. And then here next, we've got the Love Letters. I know Mrs. Chip will want me to get that one. I probably will get that one just because Mrs. Chip will want me to get that one. I don't think it's a bad one. I'm just not really into that kind of stuff. It's mushy, it's gooey, and I just don't do that kind of stuff. I'm not a mushy kind of a guy. Next, we have Hogwarts Castle Sorting Hat Ceremony for $14.99. It's a licensed set, so it's a little bit more than $10 per piece. But overall, I do not think it is a bad set. And in fact, I will probably buy said set because I can't think of any other Lego set that they've done like this. So they're not recycling ideas. And it's close enough to the 10 cents per piece that I can justify buying it. I really can. Next, we have the Siege of Mandalore Battle Pack. 2 Mandalorians, 2 Clone Troopers. I will say for $22.99 for 116 pieces, hell no. You're almost looking at 20 cents per piece. They're smoking something cheap if they think that's a great set. Again, I'm not trying to have you guys miss out on fun, but if enough of us don't buy this crap, they're going to have to bring down the price and do something different. And in my opinion, it's beyond time that we send them the message that, hey, no, what you're putting out is crap. And no, we're not buying. I mean, look what happened when Lego put out the Fabulous 5 Loft. I only saw it at full price for the first couple weeks. And after that, I never saw it at full price. It was marked down. In fact, I picked up 10 copies at half price. And the Everyone is Awesome set, again, that wasn't overly popular. Very few people bought it, and it was marked down almost immediately as well, and stayed marked down for the majority of its life. So if we do send the message to Lego that these sets are not appropriate, not great, not the value's not there, they're going to have to adjust. And I wish we would do more of that. And I'm not trying to get you guys to hate on Lego. I just don't like seeing these dumb sets that are overpriced. And I really wish that we would send them the message that, hey, don't do that again. All right, let's attach this. Okay, so we have this going on. All right, let's keep going. I'm gonna at least get one more bag done today. I'm gonna be going for about an hour. That's my goal. I mean, even though, like Larry the Cable Guy said, I can go on all day, I won't. All right, let's look at what we have over here. Page 4 for what's coming out. I do not like any of the mechs. Sorry, I don't do any of the Star Wars mechs. Yes, I know they came out with Darth Vader. Yes, I know they came out with other ones. But no, I did not buy any of them and will not buy any of them. I just don't see the value. And I'm sorry, but when do we ever see the mechs in any of the shows or anything? It just seems like Lego says, hey, we don't got enough Star Wars stuff out. What can we do? I know. Let's release some lame mechs and call it good. And because our fans fawn over everything we do, they'll buy it. Don't send that message. Tell Lego this one's dumb. Don't buy it. Next, we have Grogu's Homestead for $19 and 107 pieces. That is almost $20 a piece, or 20 cents per piece, excuse me. I'm not buying it. It's just kind of, in my opinion, lame. And if you've noticed that I'm saying that a lot, that's because I mean it a lot. It seems like Lego is just kind of slinging stuff out there, hoping it sticks. And I'm not buying. And nor am I joining their what do you call that? Their ambassador program. I mean, I haven't even applied, so they haven't accepted me or anything, but I won't even apply for it because I'm sorry, but if you give Lego too many negative reviews, they're going to pull you from the ambassador program. So, yeah. Hey, Will, how's it going? And I know it sounds like I'm really crapping on Lego today with all these new sets, but honestly, I am just not seeing the value, and I'm not going to waste my money. And then Cobb Vance Speeder. Yeah, okay, whatever, dude. $34.99 for 207 pieces. No thanks. I'll pass. All right, the Sorcerer's Stone Collector's Edition, excuse me. Now, this one, I would actually see myself buying it. You've got a lot going on there. It's almost 10 cents per piece, and it's a license, showing that Lego can indeed do licensed sets at a reasonable price. And I do like Harry Potter. I do have a lot of the Harry Potter sets. So can I see myself buying this one? Yeah, I can. I can see myself buying it. We have another F1 car for $27.99. I do have a lot of them already. However, I do see the value in this. So I can see myself buying said set. And I'm left with an extra oh no, I'm not. I see where it goes. Okay. And I don't see where this goes. Oh, yeah, I do know. I do. Okay. All right. Let me pull the other bag over. And then the Galloping Horses canvas. I'm not, is this supposed to be Ninjago? No, it just says other. Well, I actually think it's still pretty cool. Hey, John, how's it going? This one here has 1,650 pieces and $109. At least the price per piece is decent. I can see myself buying that. I like the brick built horses. They are all a little different, and yeah, I think they looks pretty good. And it's a pre-order limit of 3. Well, I think I'd do a limit of 1 on myself. No one needs to tell me a limit of 3. Sorry, being a little sarcastic there. We have another minifigure here that we've got going on here. And let's see. Let's go back to the brand new page. I'm trying to talk and build at the same time. Sometimes that works, but I can't even walk and chew bubblegum at the same time. So we've got another Batman logo thing, and this one is a little bit higher than the 10 cents per piece, but it's not out of this world. And being that it's a licensed set, okay, all right. I think it looks all right. And I do like Batman. Lego has recycled some of the Batman sets, but not terribly a whole lot of them. So, I don't know. I don't remember them making a bat symbol like that. So that would definitely be on my list to buy.
And then next we have the AT-AT. I do like these little miniature ones, like the Tandem 4. They've done the Millennium Falcon that way. They've done the Invisible Hand, Home 1. They've done a lot of them that way. And I've liked each of them. And so far I have all of them. So can I see myself buying the AT-AT? Yeah, I can. 525 pieces, $64.99. It's a little bit more than 10 cents per piece, but I don't think it's outlandish. I think it's okay. I do like how they have the snow speeder that is circling around it and about ready to make the thing collapse on itself, fall over, just like the movie in Empire Strikes Back. So that one to me is a definite buy. And then you have the Spider-Man versus Mysterio, the Daily Bugle. I like Spider-Man, but I gotta say I'm not really in love with this set. This set to me, they've done the Daily Bugle in a larger format, and I think they did a better job at that version of it. Yes, this one's $200 less than that one, so $250 less than that one. So I get it. It's not going to come with as much, but I just think that the building is super plain, and I'm just not seeing the value. So I'm sorry. It's a hard pass for me on this one. And as Will was saying, there's nothing exclusive about it as far as I can see. They've had Spider-Girl before. They've had Mysterio. They've had, it looks like Captain America right there. Yeah, and they've had Spider-Man. I mean, they've had these figures before. So there's nothing really exclusive about it. It's just kind of a recycled idea, and a poor one at that. The Venator class attack cruiser, I like that one. Like I said, I have all the other ones that Lego has done, and these miniature ones, and I like them because they have just enough detail that you recognize what the heck it is, but then yet it's not too compact. I like it. In my opinion, you're getting what you're paying for there. And that to me, even though I have the large Venator, this one's a buy. I want to round out the collection and keep going. Next, we have the Autumn Cottage Garden. Sorry. Not one for me. I'm not buying it. 1,102 pieces at $119.99. I see a little garden gnome, but I don't see any other minifigures. I don't really see much to it. I just don't see the value, so I won't be getting it. And John is saying, I want a Colonial Viper from Battlestar Galactica. Well, John, there's a Lego Ideas program. You can submit your idea. But yeah, Lego's got a huge lineup coming up for January 1st, but I don't know. So far, and I'm almost at the end of the list, most of them I see are just not worth it. The 1966 Ford GT40 MK2 race car. Well, you know, it has 793 pieces, $74.99 is the price. Yes, a lot of those are Technic pins, so it's hard to really tell the value of the pieces on that. It's a medium-sized Technic car, and I do like the Technic cars. I do own a lot of the larger ones, like the Ferrari for 400, and I've got the Bugatti. I've got the Porsche 911s, the one that comes in the hard top and the convertible version, as well as the other Porsche 911 with all the racing stickers on it. That's also a Technic car. So could I see myself buying that one? Yeah, I can. I can see myself buying that one. Let's see. $200 should be the highest price set. Anything bigger than that should be done by combining sets. This way, everyone could afford parts they want, but not waste money. And I agree with you. That is an excellent idea, Will. I just, you know, I know it seems like I'm saying a lot of negative trash against Lego today, and maybe I am, but I'm just, it's like what I said earlier in the stream. After Lego came out with that $1,000 death pancake, I'm becoming less and less a fan of it, of Lego sets. That really was for me the straw that broke the camel's back. I cannot believe that Lego charged $1,000 for a set that wasn't that remarkable at all. And I hear so many people, but you got the Stormtrooper in the hot tub figure for $1,000? Really? No, that just did something that turned me off. And then now it's rumored that there's going to be that Lord of the Rings set coming soon, and that Lord of the Rings set's supposed to be something like $1,200. I'm not buying it. I don't care how cool it is. $1,200? No. No, I ain't doing it. And I would love for there to be an add-on for Mos Eisley Cantina and like Obi-Wan's hut. Yes, they actually did an Obi-Wan little thing. But I don't think it's meant to go with it, so you'd probably have to modify it to make it work. But yeah, I would have liked to seen more. Like, okay, here's another set that I would like. And this one, I wouldn't care if it was priced at $300 or $350 if done right. What if they did the spaceport that the Millennium Falcon blasted its way out of? I would love that set. I actually think, because you can buy the Millennium Falcon. So what if they did the actual spaceport and how R2-D2 and C-3PO were going around, make sure all the doors were locked? I think that'd be cool. I don't know. I think they could do a lot if they really wanted to. And I just threw a piece on the floor. Sorry, Max. This hit Max in the head. It's up to Lego to make a product that we have no negative criticisms with. When they do the right thing, they'll get praise. Until then, rant away. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. And I hope you guys know I'm not normally a negative person. So the fact that I'm not liking a lot of their stuff, it's just my honest opinion. And I'm not a Lego ambassador, so they're not paying me for my opinion. And I wouldn't want them to anyway, because I really do value my integrity. So that's another reason that I would never want to be a Lego ambassador, because, I mean, get real. The Lego land says that they're allowed to be negative about a set, but let's get real. If Lego's giving you a bunch of new sets and all you're doing is ranting and raving how you hate it, they're going to quit supporting you and giving you free sets. So yeah, just get real on that. They're not going to do it. Okay, next we have, it looks like a Ninjago set. Now, I love Ninjago. And this one's 1,259 pieces with at $100 basically. I like the look of it. I like the Japanese style architecture. It is pretty simple. So I'm not seeing 1,200 pieces here, so I'm kind of thinking there's some piece inflation going on here. But overall, it's a set that I would buy. I have a lot of the Ninjago, by the way. Jeff, we could all combine our collections and make a fig scale of Tatooine. That would be awesome, dude. One thing I'd like to see Lego do, they did the miniature homestead of Luke's home with, Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru. I would love to see them do a larger version of it. And like you're saying, make it modular so that maybe you can buy like the home. And then if you wanted to expand it, they'd have a couple of those moisture evaporator or collector, because he's a moisture farmer. And you can do like maybe a $50 add-on pack that has a bunch of the moisture farming equipment, and then maybe another add-on pack so you can get his what was that called, the T something that he used to like to get womp rats back home. It kind of looks like an Imperial shuttle, but it's much smaller. I don't remember the name of it. And then they could do a speeder. I mean, they could really do something like that. And I think that'd be fun for Tatooine. And then, they gave us the diorama of the pod racing. What if they did more than that? So add-on packs would be great along with background character packs. Yeah, go on all out, man. Make it happen. I would love that too. Next, we've got BB-8. They've already come out with a BB-8, so no, I don't think I'm going to buy that one. It's a little overpriced too for only 569 pieces at $90. That's almost 20 cents per piece. Just too much for me. Then we got Lloyd's Titan Mech 15th anniversary. They did Zane's Mech before, and I have 2 copies of that set, and it's right at 10 cents per piece. I could see myself buying this Lloyd's Titan Mech. I like it. I love that huge sword. Love that shield. It's looking pretty good. Next, we have an epic battle, Spider-Man versus a Sandman. Hard pass for me. Same with this one. Epic battle, Hulkbuster versus the Hulk. No thanks. And then we've got Batman versus Superman, Batmobile. And here's the funny thing. I don't see Superman. Superman's not a part of this. The T-16 Skyhopper. Thank you. Thank you. I forgot about that. That was Luke's vehicle. Yes. Gosh, I know I feel like I'm just crapping all over Lego today. I'm not seeing it. Sorry. If you're going to call it Batman versus Superman, but you're not going to include Superman, no. Sorry. Hard pass. I would have rather they added $10 to it and give us, I don't know, Superman in one of his little vehicles or whatever he's going to be fighting in. Iron Man Mark III collection. It's right at 10 cents per piece, but they've already done a couple Iron Man large things. So nope. A tulip bouquet. Well, Mrs. Chip would definitely like that one. I'm just not into it. So if it was up to me, I ain't going to buy it. But seeing as Mrs. Chip is also a part of the decision-making process around here, I'm probably going to end up with tulips. I've got a dozen roses sitting in a real flower vase, the Lego ones, but fake flowers, real vase, and it's sitting on my kitchen table and has been for probably the last 2 years. And that's all thanks to Mrs. Chip. And I'm not making fun of her. I do understand women just like flowers more than men do. So that's just the way it goes. And then we have the Japanese cherry blossom landscape there. I actually think that looks really good. 1,892 pieces, $139. I probably won't get it, even though it has a great value to it. And that's only because I don't collect these sort of picture sort of things. The only ones I made an exception to were the mosaics with like the Sith and who was the other ones? Iron Man and the Harry Potter one. I've got all of them. Well, no, I don't have all of them because there was the Marilyn Monroe one I did not get. But I have a lot of those sets. So I could see myself very easily not collecting this one, but it's all right. Greg, how is it going, my good friend? Are you just getting off of work? The Peace Lily is right at 10 cents a piece. I don't really collect botanicals, though. This time machine from Back to the Future, I could definitely see myself getting. I do have the larger one. It would be nice to have a Speed Champion size. And Hoarder, I have a ton of the plant sets. Thought I had most, but found out there's so many out there that don't even have half of them. Yeah, it's kind of weird how that happens, huh? Because I mean, I'm in the same boat where a lot of times I think I have a lot of them, and I don't have anything. So. Oh, I forgot a sticker. And it's our last sticker. Because this set only has 4 stickers, thank goodness. So, and Greg saying, I finished the first section of Notre Dame. It's super complex but enjoyable. It is. I agree with you. I have had the, well, you can say fortunate or unfortunate opportunity to build mine twice, because I built it, then I dismantled it, and then I decided to build it again. Yes, I can't make up my mind. It is a great set though also. And I like how super complex it is. I kind of wish that I do wish that I was talented enough to build me a full size Notre Dame that's minifigure scale. I would love to do that, but I just don't feel like I have the skill level to do that. Maybe I can learn it. Who knows? I'm gonna terminate looking at this stuff over here. I don't know. The police train's okay, but yeah, there's kind of. I'm just gonna go ahead and stop sharing, and we're gonna do this. You wish it came with quasi. You know, that would be a nice touch to that. Oh shoot, I did this wrong. Well, let's do it right. Well, yeah, let's get all these pieces on here. All right, so tomorrow, I'm not streaming tonight. I believe Yeti's going to stream tonight. He said something about that last night on his stream. He'll be going tonight. I'm not. I'm going to that city council meeting or county, whatever it is, because they're trying to annex my neighborhood and the one next to us. And it's not really a neighborhood, because all the lots, the street next to me, all the lots are at least 1.5 acres. And here on my street, the smallest one is 3 acres. So we're not sitting on small, we're not really a neighborhood. But whatever, they want to annex us. We're having a meeting about it tonight. So I'm going to be there and definitely going to voice my opposition to it, because I do not want to be part of the city. So, and it's really not a city. They call it a city, but it's a podunk little village. And I'm not interested. All right. So this is bags 1 through 8. And really, bags 1 through 8 is really this. I do not know. Maybe it goes over here, I'm imagining, because there's not going to be anything on the front part of the ship. So you can see this coming together right now. Have I seen the movie of which one? Notre Dame, the cartoon? Yes, I have. The Fool's Day Parade. It was actually really disheartening, because you really thought that he was being accepted, and instead they were making fun of him. I did not like that part. So, all right. So we've got lots here. I don't want to give a review because this is not the part I'm going to give the review. So I was saying Yeti's going to stream tonight. I will not, because I'm going to that meeting. I will stream tomorrow. We'll do part 3 of this. I will most likely stream tomorrow night, because I want to get that Disney castle done. And I've only done 1 part. So yes, we'll probably be doing that tomorrow night. All right, guys, thanks for being here with me. If you guys do see value in this, please hit that like button and subscribe. And if you're over on Rumble, give it a rumble and follow the channel. Otherwise, guys, be safe out there and be good to each other. I'll catch you guys on my next stream.